Hi everybody, welcome back to day number 15 of the Advent calendar opening. I am sitting here filming this after getting absolutely soaked doing the school run. It just poured it down. The second I walked out the door, I locked the front door, went to unlock the car and it poured down. Then, my luck, the car decided that it wasn't gonna open and I had to put the key in like manually because I've got like an electric one, and then open the door, quickly shove the key into the ignition so it re-syncs back up to the key again and stops the alarm. So while I'm trying to do all that, it's pouring down on my kids and they're just stood there looking like drowned. Well, eldest just stood there looking like a drowned rat. It's dripping off of her. Though I think she looked worse than she was because it was like a waterproof raincoat. It runs off rather than soaking in, so I suppose the runoff was probably actually better. It meant that she was drier. And then a poor baby sat in their car seat getting absolutely soaked and there's nothing I can do about it. So thankfully all of that has meant that she's downstairs and she's having a nice little sleep at the minute. So now we're back in the warmth. I'm going to get this video done because she is asleep, and then I'm going to get dried and get sorted out. So I'm kind of a little bit soggy this morning doing this. Anyway, what we're here for is opening today's advent calendar from my sister, which I thought was the sweets, chocolates or something like that, a bag of that. And this one from my mum, which I thought was the little puzzle in a tube thing. Have you looked them up since then? Like, if that is correct, then there's a, one that you like. Maybe it's like no, I'm going to stick with a puzzle. I ain't changing my mind. You need to get like the tube of sweets at Christmas time. But I'm still going to go with puzzle over sweets. So, we are going to open my sister's one first today. Look at it. It's chocolate. And it's one of the best chocolates. It's Dime. I love Dime chocolate. So this is a Finnish chocolate. Well, it's Swedish, isn't it? Because it's Swedish, but I think like the first time I ever saw it was in Finland when I was on holiday years and years ago when I was a little kid. I think I was 6 or 7 going on that. Maybe no, I must have been a bit younger than that. I was really young anyway, years and years ago, and we were out in Finland because my dad was actually potentially getting a job out there. So we had gone out for a bit of a holiday. Dad had his job interview and we had a look around like the local schools and things like that and learnt a bit about them. And my dad kind of knew a little bit because he used to live in Finland when he was a kid for a few years. So it was kind of all exciting, like looking around, and we'd gone to the capital, we'd gone to Helsinki, and it was like the lake was frozen over, everywhere was freezing cold. There were parades where like they'd throw sweets out for kids and everyone went mad, but no one, it was nice. There was no nastiness or anything out there at that time. Like, we had got there and Dad had left a bag on the bus seat from the shuttle from the airport to the hotel, and we were like, oh my god, we're never going to get that back. That had our money, our passports, had everything in it. And we went back to where like the bus service was to say, we've left a bag on there, can you radio the driver, see if they've got it, blah blah blah, and that. And it's about an hour or so later, I think it was, and the bus had come back around. No one had touched it. It was exactly where it was left. No one stole anything then. Like, you could just leave stuff anywhere and no one would steal it. So we were really lucky, actually. I think it's changed a little bit out there now, but it was a brilliant place and absolutely loved it. And the one thing I remember was having these when we were out there. You can get the full-size bars as well, and that's what we had when we were out there. These little ones didn't exist, but I know these are actually Swedish, aren't they? Because they are what you get when you go to IKEA. But I could eat my way through this bag so easily, and I probably will today because it's really crappy weather and I just want to eat chocolate and make myself feel better. I didn't sleep very well last night either, and I did a baby, so I think that's more of an excuse. I'm just giving myself excuses as to why I need to eat chocolate. But I'm glad I got that one right. I'm glad it was that, because I'll need it today. So we will move on to this one. So it's not a puzzle. I will put a link down in the description to what I mean for those puzzles if you didn't quite get it, get what I mean, because they are really, really cool. And a puzzle would have been lovely. I might have to sit and do one of my puzzles today if the bubba lets me. But this is a tube of sweeties and my favourite sweets. And I know everyone's like, they taste like perfume, they taste like washing up liquid. I just really like them. I love Parma violets. I just could eat, like, when I was in labour, I ate my way through so many Parma violets. So in the tube, the little tube, I doubt the daughter will steal that for putting pens or something in, arts and crafts. That was a bit noisier than I thought it was going to be. You get a bag, and in the bag has got all those little ones. They're not the giant Parma violets, they are normal ones. So you get loads in there. Oh well, I suppose today is chocolate and sweet day. I think that's what I'm going to be doing today, is just eating my way through sweets and chocolate. So, a puzzle one would have been nice, but I can't complain at sweets. I can't complain. So I got one of them right, still didn't get, not got two right again. So maybe tomorrow will be that case. So we'll have a look at tomorrow's ones. Move them out of the way with a noisy packaging. This one is the one from my sister, and I think some more yarn. It's about the right size to be a ball of yarn. It feels that squishy again. It's the weight of it. So I think after the last one that I managed to guess, I'm going to go with yarn again for this one, a different yarn. Because of how it feels, the squishy, the size and everything of it is what I'm going to go for that one. I don't know what kind of yarn though. I'm going to go with double knit, because if it was like a chunky, the ball would normally be bigger, wouldn't it? So I'm going to go for a double knit of some sort for that one. And then this is the one from my mum. And I can feel like it's squishy here in the middle, but this is hard on the back. So this is like the box that it's in, and then there's a squishy bit at the front. So I'm going to go back to one of my previous things when I said, oh, it feels like in the box it was socks, and it ended up being that Harry Potter mask. I'm going to say this is a box that's got a pair of socks in, because it is a little bit smaller, so this could be right. And it feels like that's kind of where it like be up on the shelf or like hang. It's like this top thin a bit, you know, and like boxes are kind of like square and then they like taper towards the top. This is what this is doing. You can see here like it's this wide and then it's tapering up. So the main part of the box before it tapers up is like this big, and I reckon that's where there could be socks, because it feels like this is hard. There's like no way you can like push in, and in here feels like there could be like a little window or a bit where the sock is in. And I do love me a good pair of socks. I am one person that at Christmas I do love a pair of socks. I collect socks. I've got fluffy ones on today, but otherwise I have one pair of black socks for smart interviews, or when the like big boss comes down, you know, like our area manager comes down for work, and we all have to make sure they're all completely and utterly correct in our uniform. Otherwise everyone just, I don't think anyone wears black socks to work, just in a general day-to-day, do they? Because no one looks at your socks. So I wear black ones when he comes down for interviews, very, very smart occasions where I need it. Otherwise I have Harry Potter, giraffe, Christmas and fluffy socks. I don't own any plain socks apart from a pair of black socks for like emergency situations. So I'm one that loves collecting socks. I don't collect shoes or bags, I collect socks and craft stuff. So this could be like a collection. Things I collect, yarn and socks is what I'm going to go for, because they're both light. The shape of them, how they feel, that's going to be my guess. If you have any other suggestions of what you think it might be, pop it down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there to support the channel and support me, help me out. That'd be absolutely wonderful. I appreciate it to everybody that does do it and is here watching these videos and supporting me. Just having you here is wonderful. Any other questions, comments, queries, anything you want to say, just want to write something random, feel free, pop it down in the comments below. I'll try to reply to, I do reply to people, so if you've got anything you want to say, pop it down below. I'll let you get on with your day, your afternoon, your evening, your morning, whatever it is for you right now. Take care, look after yourself and everyone else around you, and I will see you tomorrow.